This city that I'm living in, it's a heads-down oblivion. The hustle and bustle of a subway system where stronger souls than mine have given in and lay down. Their trial will be truth on tracks waiting for trains and the screech of the jury saying that they don't run today. So they collect themselves and thank God for extended use of their arms and limbs and return to their cellars to recite their psalms and hymns and become one-man gospel choirs stuck in hospital basements, and the possible pavement they chose not to walk is nearly entirely white from the outlines of chalk. Yeah, this city that I'm living in, it's a skyscraping synonym for watching it fall and then getting ripped limb from limb in the shadow of pack-a-day smokestacks. I open up my lungs to find that they're both black. As it moves to my tongue, I have to try to choke back the urge to follow along that black crow's path. Cause all these gas guzzlers, they're just fuel to the fire, and all these ass hustlers, they're just fools to the liar. Give me a crack at that jigsaw before I pick it apart perfect, then expose these puzzled pieces as tools like your pliers. Because, oh, city life, each breath of you leaves my lungs feeling destitute. But I know that when they're empty, that I'll rest and mute. But I'll exhale the words, I'll be the death of you. Yeah, the city never sleeps, but it's always dreaming, screaming for a feeling of rest with a pillow and a sedative clenched tightly to its chest. But my destiny will not get the best of me, knowing that eventually I will rest in peace of mind. Knowing I cannot rewind the fine lines on Father Time's wrinkled face, I will turn funeral processions into parades, and your briefcase into a burial place, and your marital state into a charitable case, and your wild, wild horses tamed into a chariot race. What a terrible waste, but I'm burying the case with a taste of new evidence. Ideas planted on my tongue will slowly rise up through the sediment and sewer system of the city that I am living in. Makes me want to teach all these city planners some goddamn manners. In a city full of nails, shouting braille at blind hammers, beaten down to the sound of the gravity of this town, while I try to decide whether or not to stick around. But there's no agreement in these cases, just a cloud of shrouded faces, packed in like sardines with a fear of crowded spaces. I am faceless as I burn the cables on your turntables, from the grave to the cradle where you spin your fables. I am ready, willing, and able to send this one-horse town back into its stable. But it's an equation ready to fall like a house of cards and leave the streets littered with 52 skeletons of SUVs and luxury cars. You leave me with a fistful of something I can't grasp, and have my geographical location stricken from the atlas at last. This city that I'm living in, now it's living inside of me.